Hello, good morning everybody. Yes, again I am Ranajit Vishwas in front of you with a new lesson. Before starting the lesson, I want to know, yes, how are you all? I know you are all well, you are all fine. Yes, I know you are taking care of your health. So let's go to the new lesson. Today's lesson is lesson number 10. Okay, lesson number 10, today we will learn something new, something common uses of common sentences. See here, some useful common sentences for daily use. Some useful common sentences for daily use. We know all these sentences. We are habituated to listen this type of sentences, but sometimes when you speak, we cannot do that. And that is, we need to practice. We need to have a thought about how to use this and what is its actual meaning. So today I will discuss about that. Very common sentence, usually every time, always we are using. So let's come to that point. So number one, the star marked, this number one line is this: use form of be verb plus to plus verb. Form of be verb plus to plus verb, and when we use this format, at that time the meaning is coming gentle meaning, not commanding, not enforce, not force, not emphasizing. And then next is form of have verb plus to plus verb. Verb means any type of verb, and the meaning, inner meaning is coming as something little commanding feelings. Somebody is emphasizing you, commanding you, maybe from your mind, maybe atmosphere, maybe some other person's commanding you. That type of feelings, when it is coming, then only we are using have to, the second forms. So now come to the example. Example number one: I am to do, you are to do. What is its meaning actually? I am to do. Yes, I am to do. Simply, I like to do this. I am to do this. Simply, gently, it is coming the meaning, I am to do, you are to do. There is no force, very gentle way of approach. You are to do. You are to do, you may do, may not do, but you are to do simply. There is no compulsion, but it is very gentle approach. You are to do. And there is simply, next is, it is in the past form. It is the past form of be verb, I was to do. I am to do, there is the present form, the present time, yes, but meaning is in future, we are going to do. But in the past form, is a did. In the past time, we did that. So, I was to do, it means I did the work. I was to do, I was to do. There is also no commanding, no emphasizing, I was to do. So, in the others changing the subject here, he was to do that. He was to do, very simply, he did it. So, in that case, we are using this type of sentence, he was to do. It's a good listening word also, good listening phrase also, and that is very nice. Okay. Next, come to the third example. Third example is here, I have to do, you have to do. The have means a commanding feelings, emphasizing something, somebody is forcing, maybe mental force. What is here meaning? I have to do means you have to do. You have to do, I have to do, he has to do. That means there is a force. There is no alternative. You have to do that. You must do that. So there is no compulsion of avoiding that things. So next is I have to do. It is a past tense. I have to do means there was also a force to do or to complete the work. There was no alternative. So you had to complete that one. There we use that I had to do, he had to do. He means somebody, he must finish. He compelled to finish. So there was a must sense. So there is a he had to do. And the next example, I shall have to do or he will have to do. The meaning of this I shall have to do and this meaning of I have to do, the meaning is same. Here is just it is a pattern of writing and it is a writing process. In the same feelings you are writing in different ways, different sentence pattern you are using, and a meaning here in the both cases meaning are the same meaning it is carrying. Okay. So next is he is to do, they are to do, and then he has to do, and then they have to do. Here you see using the subject, changing the subject, verb also be verb form change here. After he, always he is uses he is here, present form of be verb, and then he has, not have, he has, always here after the he, third person singular, we are using the form of have verb has. And here is they are to do, it is the third person plural form, so they are to do in the present form of the be verb, and then they here is also third person plural, so here we are using the have, so not has. If it is third person singular, then only we are using has. So the sentence is he has to do and they have to do. Okay. This is very simple. Now we are coming to the second part of the lesson. So here double star portion, let us follow this one. Now change subject, verb and add complement to make different types of common sentences. Different type of common sentences we have to make. So use the complement we have learned before also. Subject and verb, it is must. Subject and verb everywhere is there in each and every sentences. We are using subject. Without subject there is no sentence, without verb there is no sentence, no meaning is coming. And with that, whenever we are asking any additional meaning, at the time we are using complement part. We know all, you know all. So now we are using here also this format and changing the subject, verb and complement, we are making different type of sentences here. You see here 8 number example, you are to learn this lesson. Here you are to learn, we changed here I, it was I, now here is you are to learn, there was do, now we are using learn. So you have to learn this lesson. You have to learn, that means simply gently you have to learn. The teachers telling to the students very gently, yes my dear boys and girls, you have to learn these lessons. That means very gently you have to learn it. Okay. Next is 9 number. So they had to work all the way, they had to work all the way back home. They had to work. That is form of be verb, past form of be verb. That means here is a must sense. There is a compulsion. There is a emphasizing. So now they had to work. That means they did. They did the working. And there is no alternative. There was no alternative. They had to do that. So we must use this. They had to work all the way back home. When they are coming back from somewhere to back home, at the time they had to work there. That means there was no alternative ways. They had to do that. So in that case we are using this format. And the next here 10 number example, the school had to close. The school had to close all the classes due to COVID-19. You know all the schools, still many of the schools are closed now. So because of the COVID-19, all the classes had to close. The school means not bench, chair, table, the rooms. School means school authority. The school authority had to close. So that means there is a compulsion. There is a must sense. So this is the uses of be verb and I have verb, and after that to and all others different verbs according to our uses and according to our need. So I think you are understanding this. And if you have some doubts, you write to the comment box. And I know you have many grammar books also, because you have learnt last 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years very carefully the English. But you have some doubts, you have some problems of speaking, you do not have the flow of speaking. In the last lesson, I have given you the instructions, I have given you the ideas how to practice your pronunciation, how to practice your tongues, how to practice your jaws, how to practice your lips. Make habituated your lips, tongue and jaws. So you practice reading loudly and start speaking and use this format, and you go on speaking and speaking fluently. I think you are progressing. And by the way, I want to mention one thing, and the last previous lessons, I have given you the 6 golden practices. You can remember 6 golden practices. 6 golden practices every day you have to do throughout the lessons. With the help of this grammar, pattern of sentence, with the help of where you have to use these 6 golden practices. What is that 6 golden practices? Number 1 is reading. Yes, you have to read loudly. Just recite the part. If you don't read, your mouth, your tongue, your lips cannot be habituated. You cannot speak nicely. You have to practice. Recite with loud, with a very huge sound. You use the reading. And the next is listening. Listening make your ear habituated with the listening English word. So you listen the English program. And then number 3 is thinking. You think 24 hours. I told you your age is 4 or 5 years. Now it is second month is going on, third month will come. So within 3-4 months you will be becoming habituated English speaking, fluent speaker in English. So think you are doing everything in English. You are eating, learning, walking, bathing, sleeping, everything you are doing in English because you are English gents and guys. So please, next is wording. Whatever the words you have known and whatever the words you have still, sometimes coming in your tongue, sometimes coming mind, sometimes not coming. So all these words you just revising and you dusting all these words and bringing all these words to your tongue. And the next is speaking automatically will come. You think at the things, look at the things and talk to them. I have given you some instruction. Again I will tell you after doing some revision of the grammars. And the next is finally storing. Self-introduction and storing, it is most important. Storing before going to the bed at night, before sleeping. You remember whole day's activities. Your activities you remember and you practice speaking. At the same time also you practice writing, diary writing, and continuously put the date and write. After a few months again you will check, you will see your writing development and you will become your teacher. And self-introduction, you practice the 6 points, following the 6 points. Okay, I think you are doing, maintain some copies or diaries every day what you are practicing. I told you, you have committed that. You will find out 1 hour, you have a passion, you want to learn English, and that is why you are doing, you are loving English speaking. So you do carry on, and we'll see you in the next class. Till then, you be fit, healthy, and take care of you. Okay, today this much. Thank you. Bye.